Let's get everybody in here. Let me pull up my notes. Pacers versus Bucks box score. Box score. Call on. What up? What up? All right, finna get started. Pulling up the stats. So again, we'll finish. So no more basic Pacers and Bucks, but I think so field goal percentage, the Pacers won that. 3-point, Pacers won that. Free throws, Pacers won that. Defensive rebounds, the Pacers won that. Assists, the Pacers won that. Blocks, Pacers won that. Sevens, Pacers won that. So it looks like across the board, the Pacers won it, and I think their underrated defense is something to speak on, especially going into the Knicks, because you got a juggernaut in Jalen Brunson. You have Hartenstein, who's going to provide a presence on the down low. You have Josh Hart, 3-point. You have OG, 3-point. So their defense is a bit better than what most people think. So I think going into this Knicks game, it's going to be a physicality thing. I'll be back in Indy for Game 3 of the Pacers versus Knicks in this next round, but I think physicality is going to be a point of emphasis. Making the 3-point shot, because Josh Hart, he might out-rebound your whole team. You have to contain Jalen Brunson. So for the Pacers, 3-point shot, physicality, not lapsing on any defensive assignments, like those things will be the key going into this next round. But for the Knicks, you simply gotta freeze out Tyrese Halliburton. Andrew Nembhard is pretty underrated. You have Obi Toppin. He made some key threes yesterday. He had 21 points, and he shot well from 3. I'm trying to find the exact stats. I can't find it at the moment, but he shot really well from 3. The hero of the game had to be T.J. McConnell with his 20 in only 23 minutes, so he's really efficient. And obviously he had 9 assists, so he could distribute pretty well. Miles Turner was quiet with 5 points. You know, he needs to be better, but thank God they won. But Miles Turner versus Hartenstein, I wish Mitchell Robinson could play, because that will give Miles Turner more of a challenge. Aaron Nesmith with the timely threes. So 15 may not seem outstanding, but it was timely. And I think that's what matters most important in hoops. It's not about how much you score, it's about when you score and how you did it. Pascal Siakam with 19. I can always expect him to almost get 20 every game, but that's what Siakam is. Ben Shepherd came off the bench with some good stuff, and even though he only scored 3 points, I think in real time, if he was at the game and watched the whole game, he affected it pretty well from a defensive standpoint. And I think that's what his whole thing is. You come in, you play defense. Tyrese with 10 assists, obviously 32 minutes, 17 points. He's going to distribute really well, so you have to somehow contain him. And you just got to rough him up. Like New York has to rough him up. What up, Marquise? I'm finna add you in. Yeah, you got to rough him up. Like you have to rough Tyrese up, and you got to play some gritty basketball, because in person, like I know on stats, I haven't paid much attention to the Pacers all season except for a few key games. They say that there's no defense, but there's a lot. They play really well defense as a team, picking up full court. From an intensity standpoint, they were pretty on fire. Now, what I think I said this yesterday, but one thing I noticed about the Pacers crowd, like when somebody from the Pacers fouled them, the crowd will literally they will make noises and kind of make it seem like the ref was making the wrong decision. And small things like that, maybe it got a call in their favor, but I don't know. From an intensity standpoint, I think the Garden is a little bit more intense right now, so it'll be interesting to see how the crowd sway any decisions and calls, because that does happen. Because sometimes the ref just feels like the pressure. So that was a small thing that I picked up. Other than that, it should be a fun one. I'll be back here for Game 3 when they touch down in Indy. But yeah, just a quick little video about it. It's not much to say. As I do more of a deep dive on what teams bringing, who's going to be healthy, get off the health reports and stuff. I'll be able to identify like who's going to be like the power players in this series, and yeah, so we'll look at it like that. I need to check out the Dallas. I'll talk Dallas and Clippers probably tomorrow, or probably later. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah, just this will be on YouTube. I'll take it off my Instagram. I'll put these exclusively on YouTube. I had to upload them. Like give me like 10 minutes. This will be uploaded. All right, peace.